What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Whole Views, and today we're going to be talking about Jungle Cruise. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't so far. We thank you so much if you have. We appreciate every view. Help us to continue growing. Help us to keep being great. Now, on to talking about Jungle Cruise. Things that you need to understand is that I didn't watch a piece of the marketing for this. I was not into it at all. This is something I did not expect to watch at all, but I was able to sit down and take a look at it when I had just an amount of time that was like scheduled for me to be doing nothing and just sitting and waiting. I watched the movie and I must say that I was quite pleased. Without having seen any marketing, I didn't know that this movie was 1000% a family focused film. Now, I do know that it was produced by Disney and I should have known better, but I didn't, and I was actually kind of shocked that it was so family friendly straight out the gate. Like, it was very obviously a family film. I think that I've gotten so used to seeing The Rock in like PG-13 R-rated like hard action properties. I was kind of expecting that here. Again, not thinking, hey, this is Disney, this is based on a ride, they're doing this just to make money. Like, they want all the money that they can make. If you've ever been on the Jungle Cruise ride and you have memories, they want you to come into this and have that same happy, joyful experience that you might have had. So they want all the money, so keep it PG. And it was good. It was still good despite the rating. Speaking of The Rock, I feel like this movie gives you all versions of The Rock. Like, you get the over-the-top Fast 9 Hobbs and Shaw doing amazing, fantastical, incredible things. You get that version of The Rock. Because of the amount of cheese that exists in this movie, it's very cheesy at points. I also feel like you get like the game plan, fairy tale, just horrible movie version of The Rock. Like, you get some of that. And towards the end of the film, without spoiling anything, there are some flashback scenes in which The Rock has hair, and it's like I thought of the Scorpion King. Bad hair piece, bad CGI, just bad looking Rock. Like, you even get a little taste of that towards the end of the film. So really good range on The Rock in this movie. You get all the bad and all the good all in one. Continuing along that same vein, The Rock and Emily Blunt, two great actors. People may have not thought of The Rock as a great actor. The dude is really good. He's gotten great with the amount of films, just with the amount of films that he's been in. Emily Blunt, we know, has always been very good. You put those two together and they have an on-screen chemistry that is very noticeable, and Emily Blunt to me is super believable in the role that she's playing. Speaking about that chemistry though, one of the things that I really enjoy is that with Emily Blunt, it doesn't come across as instant. Like, she doesn't just come in and say, ooh, muscles, I like him. You don't see that in this film. You see a very natural chemistry that has like real glimmers in the beginning, and then, you know, it starts to kindle into something much bigger and grow into a full-fledged thing by the time you get to the end. But I'm very glad that it didn't do the traditional man, woman, or we like each other type of thing. Now, it kind of grew organically throughout the film, and it was refreshing to see things develop. The best way for me to describe this, as you know, talking with my producer in pre-production, the thought was, this movie reminds me of the original Pirates of the Caribbean mixed with an Indiana Jones film, but not just any Indiana Jones, because I don't have like a full frame of reference for the older stuff. I think of the Crystal Skull, and the reason why I think of the Crystal Skull is because both of them have scenes in the Amazon, and they both have that like that sheen, that type of look into it, and the vibe of the real like hammy, cheesy lines and bad jokes, like that element of Crystal Skull, and just the gloss that's kind of put on it, like a yellowish tint that you can see, like maybe it's the reflection of the water, I don't know what it is, but something about the Crystal Skull Indiana Jones movie, and then like the romping action, magical, mythical stuff from the first Pirates. You put those two together and you get the Jungle Book. You get the Jungle Cruise. And again, I think it was still pretty good. I enjoyed The Rock. I enjoyed Emily Blunt. I was very shocked at this. I was very shocked that they had an openly gay character. And not just that, but they had a small segment of the movie where they did gay jokes. I just didn't think that they would go for it. And it was very funny that they did it. But they went for it. And it was something else. It was something else to see. it was one of the funnier moments of the movie to me. So again, pretty cool stuff, fun to watch. I give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Anyway, enjoy yourself, guard your heart, come on back, check out more videos.